returning for one night only, back into the Gamerverse. This time they seek the Nintendo
My
of
name Jeff.
Nintendo. This is their story. Hey everybody, this is episode 350 of the All You Can Hear podcast. I fucked up in saying Legend of Nintendo, and you know what? I'm gonna let it stick. Nintendo of Nintendo. I am Wenzel guy, one of your co-hosts
I
with
am the wet sopping wet Colt. I am soaked and I'm very warm and I'm very wet. Yes, that is me. Also, Discord bot was broken, so if we suddenly scream in terror, the bear started screaming at us, so you gotta understand.
yeah. So apparently, I want to keep saying Nintendo,
What?
Tanner. I don't know what's happening. I think whatever's happening with Craig is happening to me too. Um, Tanner reported something recently with a group of people, something stupid. I don't know what it is. And they were the last people to use Craig. And whenever we started to try to record this, Craig just fucked up. We did a test. He sounded weird. Then whenever we tried to record again with him, he just doesn't record. He doesn't want to record. So we're having to switch back to Audacity right now. So yeah, if we do scream, it's probably because Craig just notified us that he's finally recording. He finally decided to join
Yeah, I
us.
guess Tanner and those people just like beat the shit out of Craig, fucked up his voice box, and scared him really.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they did. We'll have to conduct an investigation internally about that. But anyway, uh, if you could tell from the title, we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct that recently came out on June
AKA the
18th.
day after we released our own Summer Game Fest thing.
Yeah, so a little behind the scenes, the office was on fire when that was announced. The boys up top were pissed. The boys in the back, they're dead. The boys below, they're doing something down there. They were definitely not happy from what we heard. It was pretty bad all around. We were personally pissed too. It's kind of fucked up that Nintendo. We've been asking. We had an episode about rumors and predictions and stuff, and they were like, "Nah, we're not gonna say anything. We're not gonna say anything. We're not gonna put anything out until after these fuckers put their shit out." Like, it's very clear, Nintendo, that you're following us, and it's getting kind of creepy.
Yeah, just
Okay?
work for us for once. Just work with us, not for us, because good lord, that'd be a pain. Ugh. Video games.
Yeah, we don't. Video games, nerd shit. Who likes that here? Not us.
But yeah, I'm glad they came
So,
around because this shit was rumored forever, and then finally it drops right after people stop talking about it. It's so frustrating how Nintendo does things. They never do it if it's leaked.
it's
Never.
no, never. And it's so funny because I was thinking about this last night. I think about it all the time when we talk about Nintendo. Is like they will, if anything is ever leaked or rumored, they think that, oh shit, now people know. So now there's no point in doing it now. It's like, no, you dumb fucks. It's like, we need official. Like, yeah, sure, people get leaks and stuff, but like not everybody looks at leaks. And also, too, that's not official news. We need official news. So,
Yippee.
here we are. We have official
Yeah,
news.
it's not like the game announcements leaked or anything
So,
because everything that was new, first time hearing about it.
yeah. But, yeah, we're just gonna go right into it. Again, like we usually do, we're gonna any games that we saw that we're interested in or whatever, that we have on here. If there's stuff that's not on here, it's because we didn't care, and that's really it. The runtime for this was actually 42 minutes 53 seconds.
Yeah,
so
that
it's
was
not too
packed too, like
bad.
end to end. Almost nothing but games
It
I
was,
want to play. Almost.
yeah, it was pretty packed. So, yeah. So first off, we got a pretty cool announcement in my opinion. Well, it's okay, I guess. Mario and Luigi Brothership. No Chris Pratt. Daddy, no
Yeah, I
like.
agree. Chris Pratt's not voicing Mario, so I think I'm throwing this one in the garbage. It's kind of probably going to be woke.
Yeah, Probably, right? So, for this one, the brothers are back for a brand new entry in the Mario and Luigi series where they set sail on Ship Island, part ship, part island, to navigate the vast world of Concordia. Play as the mustachioed paired and explore islands that range from tropical rainforests to bustling cities. This looked really awesome. It has like a really cool like 3D almost cell shaded style. It kind of reminds me of Nino Kuni, the Sandland
Yeah.
game as well. Yeah, no, it looked awesome.
I think
What do
it
you think, Cole?
looks really cool. I played one of the Mario and Luigi games on the DS way back, like 2010. I really, really enjoyed it. I never beat it because I wasn't as big of an RPG head as I am now. I just didn't have the stamina to keep interest in games that are super, super long, other than Pokemon. But now I'm all in on games like this, so it's coming out at a perfect time because I know the last Mario and Luigi game came out on 3DS, and I think that was like 9 years ago. And the studio that originally made Mario and Luigi games, I think, was consolidated into other places or closed entirely, something like that. It's just wild to see a new Mario and Luigi game in the 2024.
Yeah, yeah. No, I've never played them, so I know nothing about it. But from this trailer, it looks like a mix between like platforming, turn-based combat, and that combat kind of turning into combos and puzzles. And there's this one section where Mario and Luigi. God damn, what is going on with my speech patterns today? It looks like they're doing some kind of like rhythmic fighting where you have to kind of press the button in time to hit some boss or some enemy. I don't know,
Yeah,
but it looks cool.
that's
Looks cool.
Mario and Luigi type gameplay. It's very unique and super fun. I'm really excited for this. Nintendo, professional podcaster here.
Hey, we are. This comes out on November 7th. Sadly, there is no PS5 release. I'm sorry.
Nintendo, come on. We're giving you other things and you're not giving us the little bit? Wow.
Yeah, kind of fucked up, if you ask me.
Well, what's this little bit about it you got here?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's go on to the next game.
It's called Brothership because they're brothers and they ride a ship.
Can you not? Okay, it's a bit where you would talk about the next game and then I would interrupt it by saying, "Oh, brothership," because they're brothers and they ride a ship.
Never talk
wow.
about these things. How the hell was I supposed to know that?
Comedic timing, motherfucker. Comedic timing. Learn it.
Yo, mama. Learn that.
Well, I know about my mama.
Yeah,
Do you?
not yours.
Yeah.
Because she always evades me. I don't
So
understand
maybe-
it. That's still a thing. I've never talked to your mom.
Why are you
I'm
hunting
not.
my
I'm just
mom?
like, every chance that I have to talk to her, she's just not
you
there.
just said she evades you. It's like, are you hunting her in a forest, you
Oh
fucking
my
freak?
gosh. I've seen your dad tons of times.
Maybe maybe you should listen, okay? Rather than maybe
You know
should
what?
shut
I'm gonna
up and
sit my
listen.
white ass down
What's
and
that?
listen.
What's that? There you go. That's what I was trying to remember. Sit your white ass down and listen instead of trying to hunt my
Oh
mom
my
in the
gosh.
woods.
The funny thing is, the
Jesus.
only picture I've ever seen of her is the one where she's wearing your oh fuck, not Kecleon, that's the Pokemon, the chameleon, glasses.
Yeah. I don't know. I just we're not just I mean, it's not like we don't take pictures together. I'm gonna reveal. I might reveal too much of myself about myself right here. It might sound kind of sad. I don't know. We just don't. We're just on a we take not professional pictures, but well, yeah, we've taken professional pictures. I mean, and we take pictures not with our phones, but we have cameras that we take pictures with. But we don't really do like selfie or phone camera pictures. I don't know. It's just not.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I hate taking pictures of myself, really. I'm not a big group photo person either. Yeah, I know I should be because it's good for memories.
Yeah, that's the thing is I should. I don't know. I just don't do it, and and especially when it comes to like you said, selfies. I'm just not big into it. I just don't do it. That's why it sucks. Like on okay, we're getting too much into this, but that's why it sucks whenever you're on dating sites and they're like, oh, just put pictures on dating apps. Put pictures of yourself, and it's just like I don't take pictures of myself. It's like every time I go somewhere, I don't be like, oh yeah, have me take a picture in this really cool spot or whatever. It's like I just take a picture of the spot. Like the spot itself is what's important, not me in the picture to show that I'm here. Like, oh yes, I go on adventures. I'm a cool person because I go on adventures. Like I see that shit where they're like, oh yeah, you need to have more pictures of yourself in these cool spots so people know you're adventurous. It's like, fuck off. I don't fucking care. I go places. That's what fucking matters to me.
I'm not self-centered. I don't like taking pictures of
And
myself. Just
and the
not
thing is too is
me.
they're like, well, you should do you should do that because that you need to show yourself a bit more. It's just like, man, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, it's not. And they're like, oh, well, is it because you have low self esteem or is something like internally? It's like, no, I just don't fucking care, dude. Like, if I take pictures, I take pictures because I want to take pictures. I'm like that's, I just do that because I'm taking pictures of cool shit. Like, I'm an artist. I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah, it was crazy they had these pictures at Nintendo
Yeah, I don't
Direct
know where
though.
I don't know where we're going with that. We kind of went really off course there. Let's turn the ship around.
Next we have a surprise because it's something that only released on mobile phones way back in the Stone Age of 2021. Who goodness, so long ago. And that is Fantasia Neo Dimension. This game originally released in two parts on mobile devices, specifically Apple Arcade. So, so many people played this game. But thankfully, they're releasing it to pretty much every console: PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox, all of them, basically. I think they're releasing on Xbox One, but they said series on the website. Very excited for this. If you're not aware of the Fantasian game, it's an RPG, turn-based RPG, where you are going through like a more traditional, kind of like normal RPG story. It's nothing super special, but the real draw is the artistic masterwork that really went into the world. Every single area that you're walking through is a handmade diorama. The whole world you move through is made of 150 handcrafted dioramas that were scanned in with special drones that had some weird 3D scanning thing going on. The dioramas were created by veterans of the tokusatsu industry. So all that beautiful, massive monsters crushing these tiny buildings, those little buildings you'd finally in a video game. And the fun thing, one of those dioramas was created by Akira Toriyama.
Rest
So
in
the
peace.
late Dragon Ball creator. Rest in peace. It's every time I'm googling it, but all I get is saying like, "Oh, Akira Toriyama made it." I don't know which one he made it. I'm trying to find a picture of it. Maybe it's because nobody played it because it was an Apple Arcade, so we don't have that many pictures of it.
Shit. I literally just saw a picture of it. Hold on.
Oh my God, where is it? I want to see it. But Nobuo Uematsu from the Final Fantasy fame, he returned to compose 60 tracks for its score, and that he even considers it among its favorites. Not only did he return, but someone else, I can't remember his name, I should have wrote it down, but I didn't, also creator of Final Fantasy original game, came back to make this game. One thing about this game that I'm really excited for is I've never seen it in anything else is the random encounter system that lets you pile up fights just as you walk throughout the world. You can pile them up into this little counter in your corner. I'm not sure if it's 30 at a max or if you can increase it or what, but you can have up to 30 monsters in your little dungeon thing, and you can activate it anytime you want just to wipe them out. I think that is very cool and unique because sometimes I don't feel like fighting when I'm playing an RPG. I just feel like progressing onward without fighting for a little bit. So that's just going to be a nice change. And it releases on everything in Q4 2024. That's the one he
No, I'm
made?
wrong. Sorry. I
Okay.
was looking at, I thought this fucking this article title was very misleading. Hold on. It's fine. I'm gonna have to
But
edit this so much because I didn't realize that this picks up on the air conditioner, and so
oh
the
yeah,
audio right now it's constantly buzzing. Fuck. Okay. This is gonna be fun.
you can just mute your side when I'm talking.
You know, Colt. If only it were that simple. If only it were that simple.
But the house that Wenzel had linked into the doc, it's a famous one that you've probably seen. It's been in tons of advertising. There's even a little bit of video on it. It's a nice little wooden, decrepit house with these beautiful little shrubberies all around it. It's just such a beautiful little world that I just want to get lost in. I want to see every single thing. And I've listened to a little bit of the soundtrack created by Nobuo Uematsu. That shit is good. It's classic 90s RPG music, and this is a game that I'm very excited to get my hands on.
Hell yeah, dude. Sorry, I was trying to look for that. I was trying to look for the piece that he did, but I can't find it. That article title was like, oh yeah, and Toriyama made a piece for this too. Doesn't show it. It just shows one of the dioramas that was in it, which
It could be a massive spoiler for like an in-game thing,
maybe.
so you know what? Maybe it's good I haven't seen it yet.
But hell yeah, no, the diorama stuff's really cool. It's very a lot of hard work, a lot of hard work, especially too to like remake this for from mobile into a console. Really, with the did you say the diorama stuff was originally in the mobile game, or did they do this?
Yeah, it was originally for the mobile game. They put so much effort into this game as a mobile game. It's crazy that they didn't just originally have this be a
That is
console
crazy.
thing.
That's so much work. Like, don't get me wrong. You can, I said this in our episode 349, where there are people who are like really passionate about video games. Some of them have dreams of making like mobile games, and they'll put a lot of work into that, and that's fine. It's just I don't know. That's just a crazy thing to hear.
Yeah, and I know there's technically more mobile gamers than any other gamer, period. There's more people playing mobile games than any other. That's just strange to me, but I understand why, because everybody
But
has a
see,
phone.
that's such an algorithmic fucking thing. Though, like that's just. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, just another thing about it being algorithmic. Those people don't play story games. They don't play RPGs. Not like an RPG fan doesn't want to play an RPG on their phone, or at least RPG fans like me. I have no desire to play on that tiny screen a beautiful story. I'd rather have it blasted on a huge screen, ready to play. I'm not a handheld gamer. It's not for me. It's just you need to put these games, RPGs, on the big screen for me, please. And they're finally doing it.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is like so much work goes into this stuff. I don't see why it wouldn't be worthy of having console releases. That is not to say that mobile games are unworthy. Like there's a certain level of worthiness. Obviously, that's not the issue here. It's just with mobile games, like most of the mobile games are mostly just I hate to say it, brain dead, kind of just stuff to pass fucking time. Occasionally, you will find games on the app stores that have story, that have beautiful art. And don't get me wrong, the mobile games themselves also have beautiful art. I'm not saying they don't. In fact, I don't even know why I said that because art, work, and design goes into it. It's just the level.
I mean, Fate games have beautiful art, but the games suck themselves because it's
And
gotcha bullshit.
like Angry Birds, right? There's not much of a story there. It's just something to kill time, and it's fun, and it works, and it sells, and that's kind of just why there's only a big push for mobile games is only because so many people play it, and so since it makes that money, it's like, oh well, people want mobile games. It's like people want mobile games as much as they want. What's a good comparison? People want
It just feels like a
it's
passive
so passive.
thing.
It's
It's
like people
just
want mobile games as much as they want
a regular
regular
Coke.
Coke.
Like,
I'll
sure, I'll
take a
take
Coke.
it, but like, it's not something I'm gonna
Yeah,
request.
like you get handed a Coke somewhere. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll take it, and then you drink it, and then you're done, and that's it. You go on. But then you go somewhere where you get to choose your drink. I want a Dr Pepper.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
want
want
a
a Coke, or
Coke.
or maybe
That's
you want alcohol. I don't know, but like, but that's what it is. It's just something that like people just pass time with. They're sitting waiting on an appointment. They're on the shitter. You know, they're doing something else, and then they want to pass the time. They want to kill time, so they fucking play a mobile game. That's it. That's really all it is. Like console games specifically are meant to you sit down, you play it at home. You know, um, and yeah, like it's different and I don't know. I'm kind of going into weird space with saying this because it makes it seem like there's kind of like a hierarchy or, uh, but like again, it's just I don't understand it. It's literally it's like
I mean, there are like, we can be real. A lot of the popular mobile games are just fodder. They're trash, uh, just copies of other games, and they still get huge. All the games that are necessarily good on mobile phones are really just put aside for like the hardcore
yeah,
fans, and there's not that
yeah, and
many.
there's just one-offs. It's like only the only time the money, and if you want to say as much time, like very generous there, that goes into these games are the ones that like that a lot of people buy, a lot of people kill time with, and the most majority of people are probably gonna gravitate towards too because yeah, and I don't know, I also see this weird sentiment going around where you know video games again are still seen as childish pastimes and worth very little, but if there are people who play mobile games, that shows this is like a weird rabbit hole. Like that shows like maturity or something that they're still willing to play video games, but not wasting their time at home, but rather doing it on something that's more passive, more smaller, and focusing on doing adult things. But instead, that was just something I saw recently that kind of pissed me off. I was like, "That's so fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up."
It just really depends on you and what you engage with. It can be as childish as you want it to be. Sure, you can only play Angry Birds and Temple Run, thinking of ancient games here, but or you can actually pick up a story game with an engaging, emotional story, or even a puzzle game where it makes you think strategically on should I move here, should I move there, blah blah blah, like a Fire Emblem game. I can't think of any right now on mobile, but still, it just depends on where you
Yeah,
engage.
and gosh, I'm sorry. I really hate to go so far into this. It's just kind of, it, I've never really discussed or even thought about it, but like every time you go to these shows or every time you watch these shows, they'll have mobile games at these shows. And again, it's because they're more than likely to hit more like a bigger target audience than they would with a very artsy, a very like uh, more developed game. Like it's always mobile games that are like multiplayer, like you know some kind of low stakes, like just passive gaming, and they always show that, and then it's just like, all right, we give you that. Now here's this because you know, yeah. Um, sorry, going so off. We need to move on.
Yeah, Fantasian looks great. Get me in it. Thank you, Square Enix, for releasing it on consoles.
Next up, we got Mio, Memories in Orbit.
This
The
doesn't taste like water flavor.
I
Who remember
I
that?
I thought it was like, oh, it's water flavor the game. Cool. And then they actually showed us the game. I was like, damn it, I don't care. No, I care about it. The Pearls, the vessel's AI caretakers, have mysteriously ceased functioning, leaving the ship on the brink of a complete shutdown. As Mio, players must delve into the depths of the vessel to revive its lost memories, uncovering their true past and destiny in the process. This is developed by focused entertainment. It's coming to everything. It's a Metroidvania style platformer. Visually, it looks very unique. I really like how it looks. It looks really striking. I will say though, I looked at an article about this, and apparently the trailer, I think the trailer that they show for Nintendo and most of the trailer that goes around, I think Nintendo cut it off because apparently at the end of that trailer there's supposed to be a secret message saying at first you must find the other voices, there you are. But Nintendo cut it off early, so you didn't get that.
I don't know why. I guess they, I don't know. I don't know why. It's not like they have a set time limit that they have to stick with. That's weird.
I thought it was weird too, because nobody would have known about that secret message unless they watched the same trailer, but not at Nintendo. It's really weird. Also, I said sorry there for a second because I thought I might have cut out because the power just flickered where I'm recording really bad, but everything stayed on. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, that's the fun of recording with Audacity. So, because like with Craig, if that happened, we can still save the audio. Now, if that happened here, we'd have to restart.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really have my work cut out for me for this. Fuck. Yeah. So Mio is coming 2025 again. It's coming to everything. So be on the lookout for that. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty. Add more water flavoring, please.
Please.
Up next is a hit game. Just a game that's been in the Legends forever. The Legends, known as South Park. And now it's your time, Butters. Fuck you, World of Warcraft. I don't play World of Warcraft. I play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I'm going to give you a little bit of information story. It's embark on a cozy adventure with Hello Kitty and friends, restoring abandoned islands to its former glory. Can you solve the mystery hidden within? Embark on a cozy adventure with Hello Kitty and friends and restore an abandoned island to its former glory. This game originally came out on Apple Arcade, another hellhole, in 2023, maybe 2021, somewhere in there. Not that long ago.
It was 2023.
Yeah. So this game released after the South Park made up a game for Butters where he says, I don't play World of Warcraft, I play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. That game didn't exist at the time, so Butter just made something up. Or he didn't make it up for the episode, but they made it up for the episode. I just think it's funny that we looped back around to this. I'd like to think that they made it just for Butters in 2024 or 2023.
A little under 20 years later, this game exists.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. It's like what, like art mimics life, but I guess life mimics art. I don't know. Yeah, it's a time console exclusive for Switch. It's coming in 2025. It looks like
it's an Animal Crossing clone-ish.
Yeah, Animal Crossing clone.
I'm not a huge into the Hello Kitty stuff, but I know people are, and they love the cute little creatures. So, hell yeah for you people.
Yeah, Hello Kitty is a global icon.
Yeah, I mean I get it. Is Hello Kitty considered Sanrio? Or is that something different?
That I don't know. I know you'll find Hello Kitty stuff in Sanrio stores.
I just know I like the dog with the hat, and I like the. Is the dog the pancake one?
What you talking about, boy?
I'm talking about something I don't know anything about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, I like the cute dog with the little hat.
Man, I like the guy that's just covered head to toe in like darkness and his eyes.
The bird?
And no. He's covered head to toe in darkness. He has sharp teeth. He has glowing white eyes. He'll sometimes talk to you in your sleep.
Insidious demon?
Okay, that's the lipstick demon. A different guy.
Oh, it's my bad.
And then a true lipstick demon is a completely another thing. Also known as a dog. Am I right, boys?
Jesus Christ.
What? You said the same.
Gross!
That's your joke. You made that joke. Okay. Anyway, Yeah, no, I mean, if you're into Hello Kitty, if you're into Animal Farm, Animal Farm,
We're not there yet.
no, no,
But kinda.
what's, fuck, you just said it.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing, mother. No, no. If you're into George Orwell's Animal Farm, you should like Hello
Yeah.
Kitty Island Adventure. Oh my god. I don't know. I guess I'm just tired from playing Elden Ring. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we've been playing so much Elden Ring. I know this is not that, but we can just talk about it a little bit. Who's gonna stop us?
Nobody can stop us. Nobody.
Shadow of the Erd Tree is so fun. I can't stop playing it. I can't stop thinking about it. And when I'm not playing it, I can't. I just it's the exact same feeling I had when Elden Ring came out, but I couldn't play it because I just couldn't move at all. But now, since I can move and play constantly, basically, I'm doing that. Oh, it's so good to be here in this world. It's no other experience like it, really.
Yeah. No, we're kind of making up for that time where we really couldn't play, so we were kind of left behind by everybody who who was already deep into the game. So we're kind of making up for that by like trying to go along with it as stuff is happening because spoilers and it's a completely unique experience. It's awesome. We've already sunk over 20 hours into it now.
Yeah, and we're recording this on Sunday, and Friday and Saturday was pure like 10-hour plus days of just Elden Ring. It was awesome.
It was awesome because all I could think about was Elden Ring. In those times where we're playing Elden Ring, that's where my mind was at. I just thought about Elden Ring because this DLC is just so like it's so crazy, like lore wise, gameplay. Oh my god, it's so fun. Like having finally after 2 years, like getting back into it, completely new location, new enemies, like have to think of new strategies, new like relearning battle phases, relearning like um, techniques. Like it's just like it's just so fun. It's so good.
It's the most skill check I've ever been hit with by a FromSoft game. It's
It's
teaching you to adapt and overcome. Basically, you have to switch out the weapons you've been using constantly in the base game, or just you stick to the Sacred Relic Blade because that wave attack is incredibly OP. It's it's so fun.
yeah. No, so something me and Cole have always done with FromSoft games is usually we'll get a weapon. We'll start out with a weapon in the game that we'll stick to that weapon for quite a while. Then we get a new weapon, and like, okay, that's our new weapon. Me and Cole usually run two different builds, and we run with that weapon, our weapons for a while. Maybe there's a weapon close to the end of the game that we get that we start to use. With Elden Ring, it was kind of like that, but like we cycled. I know I stuck with a blasphemous blade or blasphemous sword for so long. Colt used the berserk sword for a while.
Yeah, the,
Then he swapped to fist.
yeah,
Um,
the fist changed me. I love fist weapons now. I never used them before in past games, but now I want to beat the shit out of people. Pure strength build. I'm at 99 strength. It's so fun.
yeah, no, Colt has proved to me that fists are insane. It's pretty wild. And he's not using just his fist. There's a special fist weapon where it's basically like two balls with spikes that you put on your fist, and he kicks ass. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
it counters almost every PvP person that we come in contact with because I just put bleed faster on them than any possible bleed that they can even apply to me. And it helps that my vigor is incredibly high at 60.
yeah, yeah, and I guess quick like kind of I can't really tell you the stats right off the top of my head, but like I know Cole like armor wise, Cole had the pumpkin head, the Lionel armor set, um, and then I was running Vikes, gauntlets, pants, blights, uh, torso armor, and then I just had a demon head. stone guy head. And I was using the Sacred Relic Sword with a seal for like blessings or magic or whatever. That's what I would
Yeah.
use. And the Sacred Relic Sword you only get until at the end of the game, because once we realized how good that sword is, like, so post game going into new game and then going into the DLC, me and Colt were just running with this, and we would stomp invaders. We were really good at clearing out huge waves of enemies because the Sacred Relic Sword has a special ability where it shoots out a wave, and this wave goes it's so wide and so far, and it kills most of the basic enemies instantly. And we use this to farm the Albinarics in Moog's dimension or whatever, where we would get like we farmed it so much we got millions of runes, and we use that to level up pretty high. It's insane. But
And
then
that leveling, it doesn't necessarily help you in the DLC because the enemies scale with you.
yeah, so that's another thing people don't understand, because we've seen, if anybody pays attention to gaming news, there's been so many reviewers or streamers or people not playing it or saying it or reviewing it low because they say it's too hard. They go into it thinking, oh, well, I leveled up so high in the base game in New Game Plus and blah, 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 blah. I should be fine going into this. Even though Miyazaki and FromSoft said, no, the DLC scales with you. We're going to introduce a new mechanic that's unique only to the DLC, so you can't bring it back into the base game, where it will strengthen and boost you, and you have to find these items so that it can help you fighting enemies and bosses. People don't understand that. I mean, they literally gave reviewers a fucking guide, and they still did not look at the fucking guide and did not understand what to do. Like, that's on you. You are a fucking idiot. It's on you. The game's not hard. It is hard. But you're making it harder for yourself. And then also too, there was a boss that has been making rounds where people are talking about how hard it is, how difficult he is. It's the Black Gull Knight or whatever. I think it's Black Gull Knight. And me and Colt cheesed him. Because
Yeah, there's no other way to put it. That Sacred Relic Sword puts him in a stun lock, and I just bleed him to death.
yeah, so
Ooh.
whenever you're fighting enemies that are basically your height, who poise can be broken easily, and that like enemy or play invaders, if you use that wave, it knocks them down every time. So we literally just spam that. Colt goes in, beats the shit out of him. I knock him down again, rinse and repeat. So easy. I think the only time either of us died, I died once because I didn't pay attention, and he unloaded on me with his automatic crossbow. That was the only time I died. One death. So it was easy. But yeah, and also too, before this, I had so many weapons that had +9. There's only a few at +10. But now going into this DLC, like Colt said, I've been having to with bosses, I've been having to swap armor. I have a current lineup of swords I have to swap between that I use for specific situations. Like, I mean, it forces you to adapt, and that's what I love about it. It's so good.
Well, yeah, this isn't the Elden Ring Direct. We just had to get that out there. We're pushing through. The current boss we're stuck on can eat shit. We'll beat him at some point this week. That sound fair?
We're gonna fucking kill him.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna kill him, Colt. We gotta kill him. We gotta kill him. Oh my god. Alright, next up we have Among Us.
Among Us.
Yeah, that's it. Next up we have Formagia. No. So really though, there was an Among Us update. There's like a bunch of new like skins and different types of imposters. I think maybe a game mode or something like that. It's, if you like Among Us, there you go.
Among Us.
But no, next game I put on here because I don't think it looks that good. I just thought it looked crazy, or it sounded crazy. Like I said, Pharmagia. Imagine basically. Okay, I'll tell you the story. As Ten and his fellow Pharmagia friends command an army of monsters as you explore and battle across the treacherous lands of the underworld, collecting resources to take back your farm. Okay, so on the surface, this looks like basically a cross between Fairy Tail, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pikmin, Farm Simulator. Not as cool as it sounds.
Yeah, I enjoy the fairy tale art style. The since he did the art for this game, it looks pretty cool with the character art. But it looks like it runs terribly, and it just doesn't look fun. The farming looks not good. I like the idea of growing the animals that you fight with, like
Yeah,
plants, but it
it's
just
it looks mid.
looks like the execution isn't good.
Yeah, and then the battling basically you grow a bunch of monsters, and then whenever you do these large scale battles where you just throw a bunch of these monsters at enemies, and then that's it. It's almost turn based, kind of. Not sorry, not really. It's like that's why I say Pikmin. Also, too, I put the Yu-Gi-Oh aspect because you can fuse all your monsters to make a really big, scary monster. I mean, whatever. Like,
It just looks rough. I'm not sure if this one do too hot.
I don't think so. This comes out on November 1st. That is fall April Fool's Day. So if no one knows, that's like spring April Fool's, but it smells like pumpkin spice, and someone fakes their death.
Yeah, I didn't understand where that came from, but I know now.
Um, the reason I said that is because spring is the time of rebirth, growth. Oh, greenery, beautiful, ooh. But then fall is the time of stuff starts to slow down and get crispier, and it leads into winter, which represents death or whatever. So I just said, oh, fall. To play a trick on people, you fake your death.
Okay.
Who's the fool now?
Up next, we have a classic game returning after being a decent amount of time. It's the Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. This game was last released on the Wii U, I think, or the Wii.
It was Wii U.
Uh, and they upped the resolution and even added some new textures and made it look better for the Switch. The story goes, the game's story focuses on an evil group of tiki-like creatures known as the Tiki Tak Tribe. They're unleashed on Donkey Kong Island and hypnotize the island's animals to stealing Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong's banana hoard, prompting the two to traverse the island to reclaim it. This is a classic Donkey Kong Country. I actually really want to play it. I've played the classic Donkey Kong Country games on the Game Boy. Absolutely love them. And it's been too long since I last played them, so I need to play this one.
I never played Donkey Kong.
It's got legit some of the best music in video games.
No, I say
this comes from them.
I say that. I don't say it because I was never interested. I just never played it. Never got around. So when I saw this announcement, I'm pretty excited. I want to play it.
Because I can't remember the exact track, but oh my god, there's a track in Donkey Kong Country, I think 2. Holy shit, it blows almost all music out of the water. Beautiful. It comes out January 16th, 2025.
Yeah, so definitely looking forward to that. This next game, though, I am also looking forward to. Never got into the series, but seeing this, it got me excited for it. This is Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. The story follows the hero who is tasked with saving the world from the archfiend Baramos, gathering a group of companions into a party. The hero must travel the world, stopping at various towns and locations to make their way to Demon Lord Baramos' lair. It's just it follows the story of Dragon Quest. It looks good. I think it looks cool. All the stuff looks cool. There's the monsters and bosses I've always been fascinated with. I love the art style. Also, too,
there's some crisp animations too in those fights.
Yeah, I saw that. They
put some extra effort into them.
That's why I got really excited for it. I don't know. Also talked about memorable encounters. It shows a person sticking their head out of a pot. I like that. Yeah, so it's coming out November 14th. Also, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake coming 2025.
Which, if you're confused like I was, Dragon Quest 3 coming, Dragon Quest 3 HD remake coming out before 1 and 2? That's strange. It's because 3 is apparently a prequel to the first two games. But
Yeah,
also,
yeah,
Dragon Quest games past 3, I think, aren't really connected, so the first three are the only ones connected, I think.
yeah. Sorry, that's what I meant to say earlier. So yeah, Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3, they follow chronologically. Dragon Quest 3 is first, and they follow the same person up until after these three. So everything after is kind of not connected.
Yeah. And this next game is a classic 3DS game being remade for the Switch. Not remade, remastered for the Switch. That is Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. In this visually enhanced adventure, take a trip to the eerie Evershade Valley and explore haunted mansions that are screaming and teeming with troublemaking ghouls and paranormal puzzles. Comes out June 27th, aka this week. I really want this game. I need to get this game. I think Luigi's Mansion 1 came out for Switch already. I can't remember. I want to have all the Luigi's Mansion games on Switch and just do a marathon of them during the Halloween season, because when I think Luigi's Mansion, I feel the Halloween spirit boiling up in my head. It's such a fun, unique game series that I'm glad that they've been giving chances to throughout the years.
Yeah.
With and especially just re-releasing these such classics. Even the 3DS one, that game, I don't see many people talking about it. Dark Side of the Moon or Dark Moon. The game was fucking awesome.
I've never played it, but you're right though. Luigi's Mansion, it's I love it so much. So to see it finally coming, making not making a return, but like you said, it makes me so happy. I love this scared little guy fighting ghosts. It's so fun.
It's just like, when I think Luigi's Mansion, I think cozy, comfortable, chilly. It just makes me happy. It just gives me a little, ooh, it's that time.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So I'm yeah very excited for that. Next up is a game that's not particularly crazy, but I wanted to bring it up. It's a Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. This is like a this is Metal Slug game. It's tower defense. It has a three. It said they have 300 different like units, I guess characters for customizable decks. There's PvP. It looks kind of crazy with some of their designs and art. That's really all I wanted to bring it up. It actually
Yeah, I fucking love Metal Slug pixel art. It's so beautiful, but
yeah.
I'm not actually good at playing the game, so
I want
that
to play them.
sucks.
I never played them. And tower defense. I know neither of us are too big on that, but it seems like I said, it looked visually pretty interesting. It actually released later that day that this direct happened. So
Yeah, it's a beautiful game. It's not necessarily for me, but the fact that it has PvP is also interesting.
yeah, I thought about that. I was like PvP tower defense. That's kind of crazy.
But speaking of a game that looks visually really good, that is Darkest Dungeon 2. The first game story. What does this mean with 2016 2018 here?
Oh, I put that there. Sorry. 2016 is when it first released, and then I put 2018 because it released later between 2016, 2017, 2018 on different consoles.
Okay. Darkest Dungeon is a challenging gothic RPG about the stresses of dungeon crawling. You'll lead a band of heroes on a perilous side-scrolling descent, dealing with a prodigious number of threats to their bodily health, and worse, a relentless assault on their mental fortitude. Out July 15th. I remember when the first game came out, and people were talking about it and how they liked it, or they loved it, and the only drawback was how fucking difficult it was. And that's the only thing that's kept me away from playing these games, is the talk of how difficult and hard it is and the people rage quitting it. because I'm not huge on difficult turn-based games because I'm a Pokemon fan. I like it dumb sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. So that might sound weird of us to say because we deal with some of the hardest games ever, which is the FromSoft games. But the thing with those is
It's like
those
active, like sleight of hand. You have to move your hands a certain way to be good at those. While this, you have to actually be smart and think 10 steps ahead of your opponent and the
are you saying we're
possibilities.
stupid?
I'm kind of stupid when it comes to these things. That's why I play most turn-based RPGs on the lower difficulties because I like the stories over the gameplay.
No, that's fair. No, I think you're. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit because with the FromSoft games, you say that like physically there is a lot of a lot of skill in that, but also too like it's trial and error. Like I hate to quote Miyazaki, this you fucking masochist piece of shit, but I love you, Miyazaki. But Miyazaki himself said that the games aren't necessarily hard. It's just trial and error and learning, and that's true for the most part. But it still doesn't take away from the fact that the games are hard. But it is like learning and figuring out what works and what doesn't work, and that's why there's a lot of different weapons and magic and armor and stuff. Like you can figure out different builds and stuff, and then of course skill. Um, but like you said, Cole, this is different. It's turn based and it's very difficult, and that's why also I kept away from it as well. But like you said, it's very striking. I also included the first game story because basically the mechanics are the same. I can't say what the second game story is because it would spoil what happens in the first game. If that,
Ah.
that's why I put the first game story in here. Um, but uh, but yeah, I mean, maybe I'll give the first game a shot. I don't know really,
Yeah, I'll give it a try if they put it on sale and I'm feeling like I have nothing else to play.
and I feel like my life is ending. Yeah, sure.
Or it's too good, I want to suffer.
Yeah, no, the first game won a lot of awards. Like people loved it. It was just so hard. But yeah. So next up, we got a Nintendo Switch Online update, an expansion pack. It comes with Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past Four Swords, Metroid Zero Mission, and then mature 17 and up games, Turok, Dinosaur Hunter, and Perfect Dark with online multiplayer. It also
Yeah, so Xbox is just releasing a brand new one while Nintendo's like, fuck it, we already got it.
and that released later that day the direct happened, so you can play those now if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think that's some good additions. I don't pay for the expansion pack, but I still think that's cool. Up next is a game from a series that's been pretty dead for a decent amount of time. It's Phantom Brave the Lost Hero. It's about a girl that can turn into random objects and go around tactically fighting all the enemies on the levels. Uh, this game, it's not something I'm necessarily super interested in, but I love the art style. It's like the same. I think it's the same art from the people that make Disgaea. I know it's NIS, and NIS makes some great games. But yeah, it looks interesting. It looks like it runs like shit on the Switch, so hopefully it's not just on the Switch.
Whenever I saw this game, there is a cutscene kind of thing where the main girl gets thrown out of the ship. When she gets thrown out of the ship, she's saying the other character's name. It's Ash, but the way she sounds like she's saying "Ew." That's what it sounds like. So
Yeah,
actually,
that's there for any Brave fans, Phantom Brave fans out there. 'Cause
actually, I didn't
know
realize. Did Discord? Did you hear me do the scream sound?
no, it cut out, but I
Yeah,
know it was a little.
no, I thought so. We're not. I keep forgetting we're not recording on Discord. We're recording on Audacity. So Audacity will pick it up, but Discord won't.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom. Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. 7 arcade games featuring Marvel and Capcom. X-Men vs. Street Fighter, MVC, MVC2, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, X-Men Children of the Atom, and The Punisher. It includes an online mode, and it'll be available this year.
Yeah, this game, I'm not necessarily into these games, but I know the fighting community was super excited, super happy to see this. Uh, I'm excited just from the fact I can watch people play these games because they're visually very beautiful pixel games.
Oh, yeah.
I might dip my toes into it at some point, just purely because it's history and I'd like to try it out.
Same.
And just another fun fact: the Punisher game that's being released on this is its first time hitting the consoles because it's originally released as an arcade and stayed as an arcade game for 30 years.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, actually, when I was making this doc, I had forgotten to put this on here, but thankfully Colt put this on because this is all pretty important. It's crazy. I'm excited for this.
Yep, yippee!
But next up, oh wait, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Sorry.
Up next, we have the Super Mario Party Jamboree. This game looks like the penultimate, not penultimate, it's the ultimate. This #1, baby. Mario Party experience. New game boards, Rainbow Galleria, 2 old game boards, 110 mini games, tons of characters, up to 20 players can play in the Koopathon mode, and it comes out October 17th. When this trailer was playing on stream when I was watching it live, I was thinking, oh my god, we have to play this. We gotta get together, get Tanner, get Pat, yeah, anyone that wants to play, and we just start beating the shit out of Tanner together. I'm so ready to play this game. We're gonna have to force Tanner to buy it so we don't have to, so we can play it together.
So we can beat him at his own game.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Star Boys forever.
Star Boys, Roy Boys. It's exclusive, and the #1 rule is target Tanner.
Target Tanner. Yep. And the thing is, too, every time we play it, Tanner's always like, that's not how you play this game. It's like, well, it's how we play it.
Yeah, it's not like we're not targeting... It's not like we're not being aggressive towards each other. We're just being more aggressive towards Tanner.
Yeah, because Tanner keeps trying to cut us into deals and trying to make, devil contracts with us and stuff, and we're just like, ew.
Yeah, we met Tanner at a crossroads, so we're being careful.
Yeah. But I'm very excited. I really want to play Jamboree.
Oh yeah, I imagine that online mode is super interesting to actually check out. I mean, depending on how good it is, I might get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Next up is a game I am obsessed with. I love it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this is fucking awesome. I need it. Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. In this game, you're going to be playing as Zelda because Link is gone. He got transported to a different dimension, so now you have to go as your own adventurer as Zelda with a fairy known as Tri. They give you a weapon called the Tri-Rod that actually you use to make... They're called echoes, but they're basically copies of objects. And once you make a copy of it, you can make as many... maybe there might be a limit, but you can make a ton of them to use for different purposes, to platform, to get around. One of the examples was she copied a table and then used those tables to make basically steps to get up a hill. She copied a block of water and made kind of like a water tower to flow up a mountain, like you would.
Yeah, she Minecraft.
Minecraft. I was gonna say it's like Minecraft. It uses the same art style as the remake of Link's Awakening, which is also why I really like it. It looks so good, and combat too is interesting because you can make copies of monsters. You can use to fight, and you can use certain ones for different situations and stuff. And the developer himself said that he actually doesn't know how many copies you can make in the game because he hasn't counted. But they know for a fact that there's going to be tons and tons different combinations and ways to play. It's kind of crazy. Um,
Yeah, it reminds me of the spirit of oh my god, Tears of the Kingdom, with the how crazy inventions you could make. I'm curious on the amount of ways people are going to be speed running this game, just from just like, oh, to do this faster, I actually copied this, or to use this shortcut, I copied this and placed this here. There has to be so many of those things going down. I'm very excited for this.
no, yeah, it looks really cool. Also, I had a note here that says you can copy a rock and use it to crush an enemy's head in. I just thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, the fan art that's come out around this is really good. It's
Yeah.
just Zelda threatening and like building a table from IKEA. It's very fun.
Like one of the images, it shows if you remember the very old meme of Pepe the frog
Yeah.
on the floor with spaghetti. Well, somebody did a goblin lying on the floor crying, and then it shows Zelda standing over him with a rock, about to crush his head. That's where I referenced that from. It's so good. I love it. This is actually coming out September 26th. I am looking forward to this.
Super soon. Just
Super soon.
3 months away.
Yep.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm getting this. I need to get it. I love Zelda games. And the fact that it's Zelda, that you don't have any games where you play as Zelda as the main character. So this is awesome.
No, that's also like I don't know why I can't stress enough how interesting this is. You're playing as Zelda, and like you get a weapon, and there's like a completely new style of combat, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm so excited for it.
We'll just have to see how it does, which it's Nintendo. They're gonna pump some good juices into this.
No, it looks so good, dude. There's no way. Like it would have to be like I don't know, maybe a giant fart monster comes out and farts in Zelda's face and she dies. Then it'd probably get a low score, but I don't know.
Yeah, Ganon comes out, beheads Zelda, poops on her face. That would make this game bad.
Yeah, Link comes back to find this. He gets so mad he turns into a werewolf, runs away.
Yeah, just don't do that, Nintendo. I know you've listened to us, so you're welcome.
Yeah, they like to stalk us for our ideas.
Here's something that was a nice surprise, I guess, for people that are interested in these things. It was already announced to be releasing on Switch, but they said, fuck it, we'll have it here anyways. The Lego Horizon Adventures and Stray are coming holiday 2024, which were previously PlayStation-only IPs. Lego Horizon Adventures, you get to be Hot Dog Aloy. And then you got Stray, you're a cat. Really fun game. I love Stray. I beat it. It's a short and sweet, fun platformer.
Sorry, I burped.
Oh, wow. Very nice, very nice.
This next game, it's looks like you're gonna be playing as this is what they said. Look, this is what they said. They were like, "You want to live like a hobbit?" Well, I yelled at my computer screen. I was like, "Well, too bad. I already do. I'm tiny. I live in a mud hole. My feet stink, and I eat whatever, and I smoke crack."
You know, I wrote something else with that, and I said, you know what, that's too much. But I'm going to go ahead and say it anyways. I said, a hobbit is the best fuck you'll ever have. That once you go hobbit, you can't go back. But I deleted it. I was like, you know, that's too much. Let's let Wenzel have his.
You should have kept it. You should have.
I mean, technically, I kind of did. I said it. So
No, I know. It's just it would have been insane if you would have said that right after I said what I said. But man,
yeah, that was a Hobbit game. It doesn't look that great.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Though, if I were to make a guess at what you had said, I never would have guessed you would say that. So yeah.
Up next, we have Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. There was these games. This marks every single non-crossover game. Every single Ace Attorney game, except for Professor Layton Ace Attorney, is now playable on modern consoles. That is 10 games. That is so beautiful. 910, somewhere in there. I'm so excited for this. You get even the unreleased outside of Japan Ace Attorney game, which is the Ace Attorney Investigations 2, finally coming back. You play as Miles Edgingworth, and he is the sluttiest man alive, and he's investigating crime. His name's not Miles Edgingworth, it's Edgeworth, but he's edging.
He's edging, yeah.
Fun thing about it is that you have the new smoother visuals, or you can swap to the old pixelated ones, which I prefer the new smooth ones. I think they look really good. It comes out September 6th for everything. That's really awesome. I'm glad this is happening. I just need to buy the Apollo games, waiting for it to go on sale, and then I'm going to have to get this bad boy, and I'll have every single Ace Attorney game in my collection.
Dude, when I saw this, I was like, damn, this is awesome. Especially when they said that a game that has not been released outside of Japan. I was like, well, that's kind of important. That's really cool. Especially those new visuals, like you said, so smooth, so fun. Also, too, I love how the person narrating is like, and you solve these cases with logic. Ace Attorney games always seem fun, and the fact that this collection's coming to everything, I really want to pick it up.
I highly recommend the Ace Attorney games. They're basically a visual novel that are more interactive. It's super fun solving crime in some very unique situations with very wacky and sometimes badass characters.
Oh yeah,
it's just super good.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you do this next game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Up next, we got the Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. It's a remake of a beloved classic, Romancing Saga 2. It releases on October 24th, 2024. And it's also on PlayStation, but it's not on Xbox. I thought that was strange. I was going to say on everything, but no, it's only on PlayStation and Switch. Thought that was strange. But I'm excited for this because recently I tried Romancing Saga on Romancing Saga 2 on PS4. That was the original version ported here. It's rough. I'm not huge on that. It's not fun, but this is looking more up my speed. I'm very excited to give it a try in this new 3D form. But I guess what is the big last thing here?
The big last thing is it's pretty big. It's Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I can't give you the story because we don't know the story. There's no story details released. This has been in development for quite a bit, and it already looks awesome. It's we're playing as first person Samus, shooting, turning into a ball. That's not first person. That's third person.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it just plays like Metroid Prime games, which I've never played. Sadly, I after they released the remaster of Metroid Prime 1, I've been wanting to play them. They look awesome.
Yeah, I need to go back and replay them. They're so good. And this, I've been waiting for this for a while, and finally we get something. We get actual like gameplay. Well, we know it's developing quite well, and
which I don't think it's running on a Switch. I think it looks too good. I feel like there's too much happening on screen. I feel like a game running like that, especially with how well it was running, it looked like it was running a consistent frame rate. That can't be the Switch, in my opinion.
I agree.
Which makes its release date of 2025 seem like maybe a launch title for something.
Something, but what could that something possibly be? Well, one more thing. We got it. Nintendo Xbox Switch.
Yeah, that's right. They have now turned your discs into little SD cards that are also tasty.
Yes, they have actually flavored them, so now you can eat them.
Yes, the Nintendo Switch carts that were originally put bitterant on them to make people or make kids like spit them out. They're like, bleh. This time they put vape carts inside of each one so the babies bite in. And they're like, oh, this is such good plastic. And they swallow it.
Yeah, they want more kids eating their games now.
And I just say thank you, Nintendo. You are the smartest person. It's just if you're tired of like your slow intake of microplastics, with this just one cart, you can get a month's worth of microplastics without really trying. It's such a great thing, Nintendo.
Yeah, if you want to bump those numbers up, now you can. And not only that, this console has a feature where it will track and show you how many microplastics are in your body right now.
Also, I'll kill you.
So yeah, this looks cool.
But yeah, Metroid Prime looks great.
Yeah, it looks great. I like Colt said, I don't think this is running on base Switch. It looked. Don't get me wrong. It has the art style and aesthetic of Metroid, but the thing is, it's running so smooth and graphically, it looks so damn good. There's no fucking way it's on Switch. No way. Impossible. So
I'm
yeah,
curious when we'll see more gameplay because it gave a tease of a like a foresty biome. I'm very curious about seeing the foliage, and you can really tell when the Switch, if it's on old hardware, if we can see gameplay in like a very populated with objects like a forest. We'll have to wait and see there.
yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's it for Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, that was the Nintendo Direct. They announced a ton of games that I'm really interested in. It was pretty much an RPG Direct. I'm super cool with that. It's my favorite genre. I know there's a lot of people out there that were being like super anti-anime and they hate anime. So every time they see something with an anime art style, they just immediately throw it to the wind. It's weirdly racist.
So weird. I personally, I love it. Turning like I don't know. I like the art style. I like art. So who am I?
But yeah, it was a great direct. What would you rate it?
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say an 8 out of 10 too. I think sadly Microsoft killed them. Microsoft knocked it out of the park. They did great.
Yep, yep. Microsoft did. What would you say is your most excited game from this direct? Just
Fuck, that's
just Nintendo. Just Nintendo.
oh man, that's just like only coming to Nintendo consoles, or just
No, just
that was shown
that was
in
just
this direct.
that was just shown.
Okay, yeah, that is still pretty hard. Like Ace Attorney, I'm super excited for that. Zelda, also very. Even Mario
Okay,
Party
how
and
about this?
Fantasian.
How about this? Since there's a lot of ports, a lot of remakes or whatever, or remastered, what's one new game and one remastered?
Okay, new game. I'm gonna go with Zelda. Zelda looks super awesome, and for the remaster, I'm gonna go with Fantasian.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. Uh, yeah, I go with same. Well, not Fantasia, but Legend of Zelda. I'm excited for that. Looks great. And then as for a port or remaster, ooh, it's actually kind of tough for me. Just because I've never played it. I just love monkeys. Got to give it to Donkey Kong Country Returns.
That's fair. It's fucking awesome. No mention of the Hobbit game. No Sneaky Feet.
I mean, that's not a game. That's life. So
You're right. 100% right.
that's it's not a game, man. If you're living it.
I guess that's it. That's the direct episode. Thank you for listening. You got some plugs to put inside of us?
Yes. You can find us on All You Can Hear, as All You Can Hear, on SoundCloud, Spotify, Podcast, Arcast, somewhere on Google. uh, Leave us a rating, review, give us feedback, subscribe to us. All this stuff helps us. I really appreciate it. Follow us on Twitter, AYCH Podcasts. Follow Backlog BoyZ Pod. Follow Cage and Greatness. Follow the instruction booklet. Follow Violent Peoples. Follow all of them. They're great. They're fantastic. Check them out. You can find us on Blue Sky at aychdpodcast.bsky.social. I swapped to an Australian accent for a second to catch myself. I don't know why. Follow us on Instagram at AYCH Podcast. Follow us on twitch.tv/all you can hear. Follow us on YouTube, all you can hear, where our VODs from our Twitch go to, including the stuff that Instruction Booklet has played. Go check that out. Really, really cool stuff from what I hear. And you can follow me, Wenzel, on Twitter at WenzelWonky. Follow my art Instagram, Threads, and Blue Skies for Wenzel. Follow my Bookstagram at Wenzel Banters. I have a link tree with links for everything, including my Letterboxd and my Goodreads. Thank you.
Yeehaw! I love you. My name Colt. Follow me on Twitter, ColtD00. Follow me on Blue Sky, ColtD99. Video games are great. It's going to be a very busy 6 months. Jesus Christ. And then we still got 2025. I feel like it's going to be even bigger.
If everything that's been announced coming to 2025 goes as planned, I mean, you're talking about from now until the end of 2025 is pretty stacked.
Yeah, but the fact that GTA 5, it said 2025, right?
No, I think it was 2026.
Oh, okay. Never mind. 2025 is going to be garbage, but 2026, GTA 5, bro. It's going to be crazy.
That's crazy. Because GTA 5 already came out.
Whoa!
It's not GTA 6? Am I wrong?
It's GTA 6.
Okay, I thought so. I was like, I'm pretty sure GTA 5 came out. Am I having a Mandela effect right now?
No, I'm like getting lost and confused because GTA forgot that they make more than one GTA game since they released GTA 5 6 times. Instead of giving Red Dead Redemption 2 a 60 FPS update on PS5 and Xbox Series. Sad.
All right, well, goodbye.
Bye-bye.